Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I unbox and review mostly new and awesome products from Amazon. And on my channel, you can also find setup instructions and tutorials on many different items that are offered on Amazon, because we all know how frustrating it is when we purchase a product and we don't understand what the heck the instructions are saying. So make sure to like and subscribe if that happens to be your sort of thing. Without further ado, this is what we're going to be talking about today. Handheld fans from Amazon. Today we are going to be comparing not two, but three personal handheld fans from Amazon. Full disclaimer that these two fans were sent to me for free by the company to review. I was not given any sort of compensation. This other fan I purchased on my own. The review and the opinions on all three of these fans is going to be 100% my own and not skewed by anything. A few things that these fans all have in common, besides being personal handheld fans, is that they are all pink. They do all come in different colors, so if you don't like the pink, you can go ahead and get whichever color you desire. And they all come with their own USB-C charger. It's awesome that they are all rechargeable, no batteries needed. Okay, so I don't know if any of you guys remember, but back in the 90s, they used to have these handheld fans that you needed to add batteries to, like 2 AA batteries. And I always felt like the batteries would die out so quickly, but I like the fact that these all are chargeable, so you can charge them over and over again and reuse them. Okay, so let's get started with this one. Now, as you can see, this doesn't even look like a fan at all, and it's compact and super small. This is one that I purchased last year, and I have to say that I really do like it. This is the JISULIFE handheld fan, and I got it in pink. It basically folds up, as you can see, and then you open it up and you have the fan. It has like a little bear face and like bear ears right here, which I think is really cute. The way that you use this is you open it up like this, and as you can see, you have the fan right there. Now, what's really cool about this fan is that it has a port to charge it, but it also has a separate port where you can actually use this as a power bank. So in other words, if you charge this, it becomes a power bank for your phone, which is really cool. It was one of the reasons that I wanted this, because it had that feature, and that way I don't have to carry my power bank with me. I can just bring this one, and it doubles as a fan. So it's perfect if you are maybe traveling locally on a train or something like that, and maybe there's no power or something, or maybe you're going hiking and you want something with you to charge your phone and be a fan. That's the one thing that I really loved about this. Another feature that it has that I thought was really cool is that it has a flashlight at the bottom. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna hold your finger on the button. And as you can see, it has this really bright flashlight. It's daytime, so you can't really see how bright it is, but it is a really bright light when it's in the dark. And this is really awesome because it's good to have a flashlight with you. Why not, right? Basically, it's a fan, it's a power bank, and it's also a flashlight. So it's a 3-in-1. And then the fan itself does come in 2 speeds. So basically you have the first speed and then the second speed. Now, the fan is open like this, and that feels so nice. So it doesn't have anything protecting your hands, but what's really cool about this is that even if you were to touch it, it automatically turns off. And it doesn't hurt because these are really soft and bendable, as you can see. So even if this was, if you were to hit your hand on here, it wouldn't hurt, and then it just turns off automatically, which is really fantastic. And then you can just, close it up and throw it in your purse. It does have this strap that you can put on your wrist like this. Now, the second fan looks like a blow dryer. I don't know if you guys have seen those blow dryers, but this really does remind me of one of those blow dryers. And this happens to have a few different speeds. So the one I just showed you does have only 2 speeds. This one has 5 speeds. Now, when you press this, it has the first speed, the second speed, third speed, 4th speed, and 5th speed. It also tells you that it's 50% charged right now. I really like that feature because then okay, well, it's 50% charged, so I have another 50% to go. Maybe I need to throw it on the charger, etc. Charging port is right here at the back, and I love the fact that this is a super powerful fan. This is probably the most powerful one out of the 3. It also has this wrist strap as well, so you can, strap that on. Now, I will say that this is probably the same weight as this one, and I will weigh these all and put the weight somewhere here, just so you can see what the specs are. But, it does feel almost the same weight as this one. So I wouldn't say that, obviously it is, bigger in size, but as far as weight goes, it's going to take up the same amount of weight as this would. So if you're looking for more of a powerful fan, then I would definitely bring this with you. I feel like the 5th speed is a little bit too much, but if you are in a warm climate, or maybe you're just outside and it's hot and humid like it is here in Chicago sometimes, you need that extra air. So I do have to say that I was really impressed by how powerful this one was, and I like the fact that I know exactly how much of a charge it does have. Okay, finally, the third fan, which I actually just did a review on this on my channel, but basically this one, as you can see, it does have a section right here that you can untwist this and put water. The colder the water, the better, but I actually have room temperature water in here and I still feel like it works just great. Now this one is also closed off, so you don't worry about your fingers getting nicked on there or anything like that. But as you can see, this one is much bigger, and also it's wider than this one, it's taller than this one, and it's just, you know, bigger in size in general. However, this one is significantly lighter than both of these other ones. So this one does weigh significantly less, and I'll put the actual weight on here as well. And I love the fact that it mists the water. So that's the reason that it has this reservoir here at the bottom that you can add the water. And then it has, here at the side, you have the USB-C charging port, and then you have the on and off switch, and then you have the H2O feature, which if you press the H2O feature, it turns on this mist. So basically it just comes out like a mist, just like that. And then, you know, when you turn on the fan with it, it gives you kind of like a cooling effect. One thing I will say is that you do have to have it relatively close to your face to get that cooling effect, but it does feel really nice. You feel that either the second or third speed works better with the mist, give you that cooling effect. This one does have 3 speeds. So again, this one had 5 speeds, this one had 2 speeds, and this one has 3 speeds, and it also has the misting feature, which I think is really cool. Now, both of these you can stand on a table and turn on, and they're very sturdy. I actually had them both on their highest setting on a table, and neither of them budged. These would be good if you are at an office, you want to have a handheld fan with you, you know, at your table. These would work just fine. And I like the fact that, you know, you can then just kind of throw it into your purse and take it to your next destination. Now, as far as actual speeds, I definitely think that this is the most powerful one. And then this is going to be the second powerful one. And this is going to be the least powerful one, but it is the most compact and the one that I would probably take with me if I am going on vacation, just because I feel like these would take up a little bit too much room. This is compact and it doubles, you know, as a power bank and then also as a flashlight, which I think is super cool. 2, you can actually strap to your wrist, just like that. Whereas this one does not have that feature. Okay, so which one do I personally like the best? Well, there's something about each of these that I like. Obviously, I like the fact that I know exactly how much battery this has, and it has the 5 speeds. It's really powerful. So I definitely love this one for that. And then for this one, of course, I do love that it's super light and it has the misting feature, but I don't like the fact that, you know, it has to be super close to my face in order for me to feel it. But overall, it's okay. This one is probably my most favorite just because of how compact it is and the other features that it has. But I feel like, you know, I don't like the fact that this is open like this, because then, you know, you can easily kind of like touch it or whatever and it just stops. And then of course you can't stand this on a table. So this is truly a handheld. This is truly one that you would take with you. It's not something that I would take to an office or put at your desk or anything like that. So which one of these was my personal favorite and which one do I recommend and for what? I will say it just kind of depends, right? If you are traveling and you're looking for something to kind of throw in your bag, I would definitely go with this one just because it is small, it's compact, it has many different features, and it's just really cute. And I like the fact that you can just kind of hold it in your hand like this when you're not using it. And I love the fact that it can charge your phone, obviously, and it's a flashlight. This one would probably be one that I would bring with me when I'm out with my kids, because I'm not going to get caught in their hair or, you know, their fingers are not going to get in it because the fan is inside, right? And so you just kind of turn it on and just kind of put it like this. And it's good because, you know, it's portable in the fact that you can hold it around your wrist. It's perfect because it has 5 different speeds. And that's going to come in handy when it's hot outside and you know exactly how much you need to charge it. So I probably would take this with me if I am going to the park with my kids and I want a fan, it's really hot. I can just kind of put it at the bottom of the stroller or drop it in my baby bag and just pull it out. Now this one, I personally, I have to say, I do like the fan. Do I think that it's my favorite? Probably not. It's pretty big and bulky, though it is light. It's just not something that I would personally reach for if I am traveling. It's not the first choice that I would pick and put in my bag, but that's just personal preference. But this would definitely be something that I would use maybe around the house or, you know, at my desk or something, just because it, you know, it stands really nicely on the desk. And I just love the, you know, misting feature. And especially if I'm, you know, holding it close to me, it's just perfect because it gives you that extra coldness. But, you know, it's, again, it's not something that I would probably use to travel with. So it's more of like a handheld at home or in the office. I love all 3 of these. They each serve a different purpose: travel, everyday use, going out to the park or picnic with my kids, or just using at home when it is really hot, maybe the power went out and you don't have air conditioning. This can be the next best thing. Find all 3 of these linked in the description box below. Know if there's anything that you want me to compare and contrast or review in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.